let's manifest today's goodness. Say it with me. Today is going to bring solutions to my problems. Today is going to give me clarity in my head. Today is going to show me acceptance. Today is going to show me love. Today I am going to show acceptance. Today I am going to show love. Happy Wednesday. So normally on here I talk about my past and how shitty it was, and now I'm going to talk about my current and how great it is. Not always. Life is not always great. There's several things I'm going to touch on here today. Like, my husband and I are going to start a podcast. We're going to sit here side by side and just have conversations. Normal conversations. Like, how was your day? It was fucked up. Like, work is shitty. Whatever, and however it ends. And I'm so excited to show people that life isn't always rainbows and butterflies. Sometimes life is hard. Sometimes life is raw. And that doesn't mean that your life cannot still be 100% fulfilling. Because mine is. So that is something that we are going to start here very soon. Number 2, I started these videos because I needed an out for myself. I need to talk, and that releases something in me. And I feel so much lighter. And by lighter, I mean the weight of my past is gone because I was able to express it. And I've had some people reach out, and I feel like some people resonate with it. Some people probably think I'm completely crazy. That's okay too. People ask why I say things that's negative about my family or negative about my husband. And I say those things because I want you to understand that not all bad things are forever, and not all good things last. So you have to compromise and find the person that does it for you. And Michael and I haven't always had an amazing relationship, but we have always loved each other, and we've always been committed. So you can deal with narcissistic abuse. There is things in life that you can deal with and overcome, and there is things in life that you can't overcome. Sexual abuse for me is something I can't overcome. Fighting with my husband early on, I overcame, and I'm so happy that I did because my life is amazing now. But now in my life, I have so much positivity coming. Like, it's crazy. Today I have a guy coming. So we put a studio in for my photography about 5 years ago, I want to say. And it was on a whim. Like, it was just on a whim. Like, we were like, hey, I need a place to take pictures for Christmas. We bought this building. My husband, my father-in-law, they are outstanding, and they are my construction people. However, this was their first project. And when I tell you, it was done in just a few days and thrown together the best that we could at that time. But that building has branded me. Does that make sense? Like, that building has gave me my signature look. Like, I was always like an outdoor photographer, and now I have my own indoor space. So having said that, the last 5 years have been nothing short of amazing. When I put that building in, I strictly put it in for winter Christmas minis was the whole purpose. However, very quickly after putting the building in, I realized that it was going to be something that I was going to utilize all year. When that happened, I had to find a way to cool it. Like, it's just been, one thing after another. Now, getting into my good news. And this page, I don't talk a lot about photography. If you do want to follow me about my photography, Facebook, which I did post that link here, but Facebook is where I post all my photography. But this is about my life, and this is something really exciting happening in my life right now, or this year. And my husband has always wanted a garage. And this year we are capable of having that. So I have a guy coming today to, we've had several people here getting, okays and approvals and whatnot, but my forever studio is in the works. Yay! I'm so excited. So hopefully by the end of this year, I will have an entirely new space. And this will be my forever look as long as I'm in this business. I'm so excited. So please, if you have any interest at all, I will be filming to bring you guys along on that journey. I'm very excited to share that. There's a few things I'm going to talk about today, just random shit. One being that I was talking to a lady the other evening, and it got brought up that one of her children was not attending the photo session, and those are my dogs. If you can hear the squeaking, that's my dog. One of her children did not show up to the photo session, and she was very tore up about it. And she's sick, and that's all I'm gonna say. But after the session was over, her and I talked a little bit, and I just want to say this. I probably have been here in these shoes at one time. But I'm going to say this from experience, and that is please, if you do not like your in-laws on either side, like I'm talking about moms and dads, if you do not like your in-laws on the other side, but they love your kids and they take care of your kids, they're not in danger, please don't use your kids as leverage to cause pain on someone for your benefit. Because I promise you, the only person that you're hurting truly is your child. They need love. They need all kinds of love from all kinds of people. And even if you don't have the relationship that you want, please don't take it away from your kids. They need that. And the grandparents need that. I was very standoffish of my in-laws for a long time. And I myself never chose to hang out with them on a daily. But I always supported my husband having a relationship with his family. When I was the one that was being hurt. Does that make sense? Like, I always wanted him to love his mom and dad regardless of what feeling I was having. Now, Michael and Braden, Michael made sure that Braden had a relationship with his mom and dad. I did not. But I'm saying, as an adult and having an adult child and having conversations with him after the fact, he will straight up tell you that anyone in his life that talks shit about someone that he loved, he has a little resentment towards. You're hurting your own kids. Something else I'm going to talk about today is God and how I approach him, because I'm going to be the person that tells you that I don't go to church. And I'm not going to say that I don't go to church for any particular reason other than I just choose not to go. Very large but. But I have an amazing relationship with God. I talk to him every day, and when I tell you that he blesses me beyond measure on a daily basis, he does. My belief is that God wants you to be genuine in every effort you put forth. And I wake up, me personally, wake up every day and I thank God. Thank you, Jesus. And if I'm struggling, the first person that I talk to is God. He never, ever leaves me unanswered. Ever. I also think as you become a grown adult, you realize right from wrong. Whether you were taught right from wrong, or if you just witness daily activity and you're like, wow, that don't seem right. God is in my corner every day, even when I choose to do wrong. And when I say choose, I mean I'm aware of what's right and wrong. And I still choose to do things that are, quote, sin. And I'm going to say on this video that I don't know a person on this earth that does not sin. Jealousy is a sin. Gossiping is a sin. I'm very guilty of both of those. I'm just saying that no one's perfect. No one should claim to be. We should all find our own path with God. My opinion. However you find him, find him. But I will tell you that I do not belong to a church. I worship God at my home. This is also a belief of mine. I'm going to tell a little story. I did a wedding a while back at a church the next town over. And the next day, the service was live on Facebook. And I'm a stoner. Now, I didn't smoke pot in the church, but I did have it on me in the church. And honestly, I didn't think anything of having it on me because this is truly my belief. God sees me here, out there, in the bathroom, taking a hit, in church. Like, he sees me everywhere. So if I have this in my pocket 90% of my life, but then I take it out and I change who I am because I walk into church, that's just not how I believe. I believe that God loves me every day because of who I am, and that I choose to be genuine to who I am. That's all. That is all I'm going to say about God. Like I said, I don't go to church. I can't preach, but I am going to say that I do have my own relationship, and I feel like every person in the world should be able to have their own individual relationship with God. And he will guide you. I love that you guys watch me. I can't. Something else I'm going to say on here. I have had some very unfortunate things to happen in my life. But I've had a couple people that's reached out to me and said, hey, like, I think a podcast would be really good. I think you should have people join in, and that is also going to be something that I'm going to do. If anyone that watches these videos and you have a story that you want to share, but you don't have the confidence to do it by yourself, you are more than welcome to come sit beside of me and tell your story, and I will listen and we can talk together. So if any of you would like to do that and you are local to Jackson, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can send me a private message. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. But I am here. I'm a listening ear, a friend. I myself need an out. This is my out. Like, I absolutely cannot explain the peace it gives me to talk. Crazy. I had someone reach out the other day and ask me if they were having some trouble with some people. And I'm going to touch base on this too. If you are in a business, if you are in a business where you are doing a service for someone else, and that service is decorating, photography, cooking, whatever, and you think that someone is copying you, well, they may be. But they also may be going to Pinterest or TikTok and finding the same idea that you did? Or I'm just going to say, there's very little originality that comes, I'm going to be honest, the first solid 10 years of my photography business, every single pose I stole from Pinterest. Does that make me not a photographer? I don't know, maybe. I feel like if you've ever searched how to do something, looked at Pinterest, pinned anything for the same type of business that you do, if you watch TikToks and you basically, if you don't want your work to be copied, don't share it. That's how I feel. I am a successful photographer. I have a large following, to what I feel like is large. And I'm positive that there's people that do similar things than me. And I'm going to tell you this, it doesn't bother me or make me feel like I'm going to be less than I am now. It actually brings me a sense of joy. If somebody looks at my stuff and they're like, I want to do that, that is a huge compliment. Even if it's something that I stole from Pinterest, if somebody looks and says, wow, I want a picture just like this, and they use my photo to do that with, I find that a huge compliment. I will also say this, no two people do the same. Everybody has their own look, and I personally don't think two people can completely replicate each other. I have tried multiple times to replicate a picture from Pinterest, and even though I can make it really close, it's not the same. So instead of having doubt in yourself, and this is for me also, because I doubt myself a lot. If we, as business owners, have doubt, it's our doubt. It's not that someone else is taking our business. And I go through that too. I am human, and I get jealous a lot, not gonna lie. But I will also say this, if you are at a place in your life where you are peaceful, and someone is taking that peace from you, again, probably not a popular opinion, but here I go. I block, and I don't do that for their benefit. I strictly do that for mine. I am not willing to get on a social media and have my feelings hurt every single day because I'm jealous of someone else. So there you go. If I have you blocked, it's probably because there is a slight bit of jealousy. Jealous that I can't be a part of your life. Jealous that you are amazing at your job. Take me blocking you as a compliment. Not all. Not all my blocks are compliments. The person that sexually molested me as a child is blocked, and he is blocked so I don't lose my shit on a daily basis. If you've ever hurt me, you're probably blocked. I don't like to be hurt. I don't have room for that in my life. I have a block list. It's probably not good. Sometimes my block list gets really long. If I don't have you blocked and we're not friends, it's just because I don't care. So that's more little tidbits about me. If you find that I blocked you, it's a compliment. Probably. It's one of two things. If you're blocked, it's because I'm jealous and I don't want to see your shit, or it's because you've hurt me and it hurts me to see your shit. I'm not big on causing myself pain, so I just get rid of it. But as I've been sitting here talking, it was very cloudy outside, gloomy this morning, and I did our little manifestation, and the sun is bright, shining so bright outside. So on that note, I'm going to end it today. I've missed you guys. I haven't been on here for a minute. It is coming back into my more consistent time of year in the photography business. So the videos, I'm going to keep them at least one weekly, maybe more. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, if you want to be a part of the podcast, don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to have you. I would love to listen to your story. I would love to talk with you. I also am inviting all of you to hang out with me and my husband. Anyone that wants to see a successful marriage be successful and have bad days. Like, we have bad days. It's not all great. We may try one of those this week. I'm really excited to set up and just have conversations with my husband, allow you guys to see raw, unfiltered, unedited, just, this is real life. Like, we have the same struggles that everybody else does, that people just are scared to talk about. I don't know, maybe it's a judgment. They're scared to be judged. I'm not scared to be judged. I'm very confident in who I am as a person. I'm very confident in my marriage. I'm very confident in my mothering. I'm just confident in the right places, I feel like. I love you all so much. Have a great day.